raise your hand? Yeah, the woman in the back. Just wait a second, I've got a Roman mic. Hi. Oh, that's loud. Okay. My name is Muntaha. I go to SOAS. I have a question to the maker of A Letter of Love to You. You mentioned ethics tests as a limitation kind of to your filmmaking, maybe, or maybe not limitation, but as part of the process. And I have a question about that. So, does it imply that you have to be kind of guided as to what messages you should or shouldn't convey in your film, or is it more testing, the way that you're conveying the message?
Well, thank you for the question. I think it's actually the second, so it tests you to think and rethink why you're including something. And although it is, some might say, oh, I have all this paperwork to do, but I think you're quite right that you're thinking about the process and you make yourself aware of the conditions that you have to create to keep everyone involved in your project very safe. And safety and respect are the two pillars on which research stands. And so whilst, yes, it takes time, it makes you rethink your own position. And when you have gone through this process, you go into the actual filming with different eyes because you have thought about all these things before. I would also say that it's also a freedom when you include other people in your work, because as you might have seen in the little film I made, it was sometimes PhD work is a very solitary experience, and you start talking to the wall and imagine that your fish can talk to you and is actually engaging with you. And so actually including other people is liberating as well. But yes, of course, you have to go through certain steps, and that's part of the PhD process, but also part of this practice as research. That then, though, for example, when you can present at an event like this, it opens up new discussions and new ideas. So in that sense, it feels like it's a bit more of a dialogue, which brings me back to the philosopher on whom I ground my work, which is Luce Irigaray work.